Some recent developments are trickling in with regards to Zubeen Garg's untimely death. Musician Zubeen Garg, remember, died last month after swimming in waters off Singapore Island and not while scuba diving, as per the earlier media reports. The Singapore Police Force said they have extended a copy of the autopsy report along with its preliminary findings on Zubeen Garg's death to the High Commission of India upon its request. The SPF had earlier ruled out any kind of foul play in the death of 52-year-old Zubeen Garg. According to the Singapore Daily, there is no statutory definition for the term foul play, but SPF's initial statement could be understood to mean that they do not suspect the Garg was murdered or died as a result of some criminal violence. The police took Zubeen Garg from St. John's Island to a hospital on September 19th. He was pulled out of the water unconscious and was rushed to Singapore General Hospital but died that same day. According to earlier media reports, the iconic singer was with more than a dozen people on an unnamed yacht on September 19th when this tragedy struck him. A video posted on X on September 20th showed him jumping into the water for a swim while wearing a life vest. But now, according to media reports, a person who posted the video, which has since garnered 600,000 views, said Garg took off his life jacket minutes later and jumped into the water again. The SPF had advised members of the public in Singapore not to share any videos or images related to Garg's death. According to various media reports, Zubeen Garg's death certificate issued by a Singapore hospital lists the cause of death as drowning. The singer, remember, was in Singapore for the celebration of the 60th year of India-Singapore diplomatic relations and to celebrate India-ASEAN Year of Tourism, a Northeast India festival. The mega event was supposed to be held from 19th to 21st of September. However, all the events were cancelled due to the tragic death of singer, an idol of millions in Assam and India. Meanwhile, Zubeen Garg's manager Siddhartha Sharma and festival chief organiser Shyamkanu Mahanta were arrested from Delhi yesterday in connection with the singer's death. The duo has been booked under various sections of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita for culpable homicide not amounting to murder, criminal conspiracy and also causing death by negligence. So that's a big breaking news coming in at the top of this hour. Early morning, a big update coming in with regards to the untimely passing of legendary singer Zubeen Garg, who was on a tour to Singapore to attend the Northeast India festival over there. Musician Zubeen Garg died last month after swimming in waters off Singapore Island and not while scuba diving, as per the earlier media reports. The Singapore Police Force, or the SPF, said they have extended a copy of the autopsy report along with its preliminary findings on Zubeen's death to the High Commission of India upon the request which was made by them. The SPF had in fact earlier ruled out any kind of foul play in the death of 52-year-old Zubeen Garg. According to the Singapore Daily, there is no statutory definition for the term foul play, but SPF's initial statement could be understood to mean that they do not suspect that Zubeen was murdered or died as a result of some kind of criminal violence. My colleague Varghese is joining us on the phone line to provide us more details on that. Varghese, now it's a big update coming in that the Singapore Police Force is not believing that there is any kind of criminal conspiracy behind the death of Zubeen Garg. They are saying that it was merely drowning.
Well, that from the local perspective in Singapore is that they don't have a proper kind of a definition when it comes to what is considered to be a foul play. So they go by what is available on the autopsy report, and that is how they in fact go ahead with their findings. But it is being said that the SPF has in their report in fact tried to say that they rule out any kind of foul play. However, one of the things that has come in variance has been that there were earlier reports that had come in the media that he died while he was on scuba diving, but that seems not to be the case. He was on that yacht, and what we understand is Zubeen went for a swim, and he was wearing his life vest when he had jumped into the water. However, there are reports coming in that some of the videos that were shared by the others on the yacht and those from the locals, in fact, show that Zubeen, while swimming, had removed his life vest and had carried on with his swimming, and that is also now a question that is being raised. However, the SPF said that they have, in fact, given the report regarding his death, the autopsy report and other things to the High Commission in Singapore, the Indian High Commission, as it entailed a detailed request from the Government of India as well on what exactly was happening. So they had in fact handed over that report to the Indian High Commission. Now the Singapore police force, which has been looking into the aspect of the investigation from the side of Singapore, has categorically now in fact said that they do not suspect foul play in the definition for foul play, as they have the report with them. But some of the facts that they have cleared with that report is that it was not during the scuba diving that the incident occurred, but rather it was when he had gone out for a swim.
Right.
The autopsy report, meanwhile, has been saying that Zubeen Garg, had died by drowning.
Okay.
Further, there was a second autopsy that was conducted in Guwahati when his body was brought as well. So further investigations continue on this.
Right. And on the investigation front, Varghese, if I could ask you about the arrests which were made yesterday, both, the event manager as well as the artist manager have been caught. Both of them have been sent to the judicial custody. Do we know any updates trickling in from the investigation front on their behalf?
Well, what we understand is that the arrest has been registered. Especially Mahanta was brought from Singapore, and when he was in Delhi, the arrest was in fact registered. They are in fact being interrogated as we speak to understand if anything more has happened on that front. But however, the police are tight-lipped with regard to the investigations, and they are, because the nature of the investigation and the sensitivities involved, especially emotional fans who have been out there, they are quite tight-lipped with regard to how it is progressing as of now.